For more content from Sip and Read with Misha, go follow my Sip and Read page on Facebook. You don't want to miss what happens next.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Misha. And I'm excited to give y'all a sneak peek of our book that we're going to be reading, A Tyrant Heart. And we're going to be reading this during the Sip and Read with Misha. So yeah, I'm very excited to give y'all a sneak peek of my book. But first, I do want to thank everybody that did purchase a book, whether it was purchased from me or purchased online on Amazon. I just want to say I thank y'all so much. Like, that means a lot to me. And to those that haven't purchased your copy, it's not too late. Like I say, they is definitely on Amazon. So go get your copy. But we're going to go ahead and jump into it. I do want to say this first. In the very first page of my book, I do have a dedication page to my daddy. Rest in heaven to my daddy. And I do want to read that to you guys as well. Okay, it says dedication. In memory of my beloved father, Melvin Leon Drayford. Born October the 16th, 1967. Died November the 8th, 2019. Though you are no longer with me, I wish you could see the words that have flown from my heart. You saw the spark of writing in me at a young age and encouraged me to fan into a flame. I wish you could have stayed to see the fire that has grown from that spark. I hope you'll always be proud of the writer I've become. Your love and support will always be my greatest inspiration. With love and gratitude, your one and only daughter, Jamisha Marion. So yes, definitely had to put a dedication page to my daddy in my book. I wouldn't have felt right if I didn't. Anywho, y'all, let's jump into this story. Okay, so I do want to mention my characters. So far as my females, I have Bridget, Janae, Chelsea, and Raven. And for my males, I have Brian, Leroy, Tyler, and Anthony. So as we do get deeper in this story, I do want to know, like, who's going to be y'all favorite character, who's going to be y'all least character. Do want to know that, but let's jump into it. Okay, so chapter 1, A Clash of Plans. So what y'all think that means, a clash of plans? That basically sound like to me that somebody finna fuck up some shit. Or some plans finna get ruined. I don't know. But hey, let's jump into it. But first, we gotta sip. Hold on, y'all. One more sip. Alright, I'm good now. Let's jump into it. Chapter 1, A Clash of Plans. The sun's warm rays streamed through the windows of Tyler and Janae's cozy house, casting a glow over the room. Janae, dressed in her work attire, was getting ready in the elegant bathroom adorned with marble countertops and a large mirror. Tyler sat engrossed in his video game on the couch. The screen cast a blue light on his focused face. As Janae finished her preparation, she poked her head out of the bathroom and her voice broke the peaceful ambience. So, babe, is everyone still meeting here for dinner tonight? Tyler looked up from his game. Yeah, around 7 or 8, he replied. Janae's face lit up with a smile. That's perfect timing, she paused, adding, I don't have many clients today at the shop. That gives me a few hours to wrap things up there and come home and get ready and not feel rushed. And let me stop right there, because guess what? Us women, we don't like to get rushed. Because guess what? If you come rushing us, that's going to make us take even longer. Or we just going to say, fuck it, we ain't going. So guess what? Don't rush us. Sipp. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for letting me know, she said. Tyler, feeling playful, stopped the game and walked towards Janae, wrapping his arms around her waist from behind. I really wish you can stay home and chill with me, he whispered. His breath tickled her ear. Janae chuckled. Tyler, as tempting as that sounds, my financial goals won't achieve themselves. Tyler nodded understandingly. Well, I'm not going to argue with that. Just let me give you a proper send-off before you head to work. With a mischievous grin, Tyler lifted Janae onto the countertop. Janae giggled. Well, I'm sure they'll survive a short delay. Wait a minute, y'all. Not her say they'll survive a short delay. After she just did that big girl talk about some of her financial goals ain't gonna achieve themselves. A mess, Sipp. Absolutely. You're the one in charge, Tyler said. As he spoke, his lips brushed against hers, sending shivers down her spine. Janae's heart raced, her pulse pounded in her ears. She felt herself melting into his body, and their lips met in a soft, sweet kiss. Their moment together was about to get intensified until Janae's phone suddenly rang. Now, y'all, who the fuck calling her goddamn phone? Like, who the fuck? Like, come on now. Who the fuck calling? Damn. And that's exactly what she said. Damn. I bet that's one of my clients, Janae exclaimed, moving Tyler aside and rushed to answer her phone. Tyler looked disappointed as he urged, man, hang up, babe. Come on. Janae, feeling annoyed, replied, hold on, baby. Before answering the call with a snappy hello, outside of Janae's salon building was an upset client that stood anxiously asking. Somebody mad because I got to get my hair did. Why the fuck you ain't at the shop? Now we got a problem because now I'm mad. Now, Janae, I'm asking, when are you on your way? Or are you nearby in the area? In the tranquil morning light of her bedroom, Janae's response was filled with sarcasm. First of all, it's good morning when you call this phone, ma'am. Babe, I wouldn't even want her to do my damn hair no more. She ain't got a motherfucking attitude like that, babe. I would have said, don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. But let's see what she said. The client attempted to regain composure and said, my apologies. Where are my manners? Good morning. May I ask, how long will it take before you make it here? As Tyler observed Janae brushing off the call, her annoyance grew evident. Janae reassured the client. Okay, ma'am, if you give me a few minutes, I will be there shortly. With a final okay from the client, the phone call ended. Janae stormed out of the room with an attitude and grabbed her things. Tyler looked curious and he questioned, so are we gonna finish what we started? Y'all, not him saying can they finish what they started. Now this girl already mad and he ain't, get what? He ain't studying that shit, baby. He trying to get some. He fuck all that. Fuck who just called. Get what? He's still on it. He's still on it. He's still on it. Let me sip on that, y'all. He's still on it. Tyler like, shit, fuck that. Shit, I want some coaching. Fuck who just called. So them motherfuckers wait. Shit. So, Janae clearly replied, Tyler, did you not hear that client on the phone rushing me to the shop? I don't have time for all that right now. She took me all the way out the mood. Seeing Tyler's disappointment, Janae softened. You know what? I'm sorry, baby. I'll make it up. I love you. She planted a kiss on his cheek before heading out the door, grabbing her keys and hairstylist bag. Sipp. Damn, Tyler, I hate that for you. Baby, you almost got a little something, so you gonna have to blame that client, baby. In another part of town at Brian and Bridget's apartment, Bridget found Brian pacing nervously in the living room. Concerned, she asked, "Hey, babe, you okay?" Brian let out a sign. "Baby, don't be upset with me. I know we had plans to go out and have dinner with friends tonight, but Shantae needed me to get Brianna later on, so I doubt if I'll be able to make it, but you can still go." "I'm not going to hold you up." Rolling her eyes, Bridget expressed her frustration. "Man, this is every weekend, Brian. Does she not know that we have things to do sometimes as well?" Brian, feeling torn, replied, "Bridget, you right, but at the same time, you know I have a daughter." As Bridget stood in the dimly lit living room with frustration on her face, she finally voiced her opinion. "I get that, but what about us, Brian? It seems like we are never able to do anything because you always jumping when she needs you." Hold up. Still, let me sip on it. Cause first of all, she just made me mad right here. Girl, let that man get his goddamn baby. Damn. Like, really? She just really pissed me off. Like, come on now. She doing too much now. See, Bridget, she doing too much. Brian, feeling defensive. "I could care less about what she has going on. My only concern is my daughter. Why don't you get that, Bridget?" Confusion clouded Bridget's expression as she questioned. "What you mean? Are you taking up for her? I'm confused." Brian's tone grew sharper. "No. Why are you always trying to make this situation about her? I don't care about that damn girl." Bridget, hurt by Brian's word, felt a surge of emotion. "You sure? Because it seems to me you drop everything when she needs you for something, but push me to the side like I'm your girl. Don't I come first?" Pause. Sipp. Because first of all, the girl, no, you don't come first. His child come first. First of all, whatever y'all got planned, that shit can wait. You hear me? If he want to get his daughter, let the man get his daughter. Damn, like, is it really females out here like a motherfucking Bridget? Whoo! Sipp. Shit, let me take another motherfucking sip. Cause see, Bridget my least right now. She my least character. She pissed me off. Brian, now frustrated, he snapped back. "Say what? Do you hear yourself right now? You sound really selfish. You know Brianna comes first." Duh. With a determined look, Bridget grabbed her purse and keys, ready to make a decision. "Okay, fine. Well, since you want to be a family man to your family and always put me last, I'm about to leave and find someone who would put me first." Feeling the tension rise, Brian tried to reason. "You really tripping right now. All because I have to watch my daughter. I clearly said you can go to dinner. Why would I want to go to dinner without my man, huh? But it's cool. And you know what? Let me sip on that. Because I do kind of feel her on that, because why would I want to go to a friend dinner without my man? You feel me? So I feel her a little bit on that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, she can't get mad if this man trying to get his baby. Because why the fuck you getting mad, girl? At the end of the day, that baby come first. Whew. Lord have mercy. And not her said she finna go find somebody to put her first. Y'all, let me sip on that too, because Lord have mercy. Anywho, the weight from their conversation was heavy between them. The room fell silent. Bridget stormed out of the house, slamming the door behind her. She was frustrated and upset. Her emotion was boiling over. She couldn't believe Brian was canceling their plans again. All because of his ex Shantae and their child. As she approached her car, she pulled out her phone and texted her best friend Raven. She needed someone to talk to, someone who would understand her frustration. Raven responded quickly, saying she was at the park reading before work. Bridget got into her car and she drove to the park. When she arrived, she spotted Raven sitting by the pond, lost in the book. Bridget walked over to her friend and the sense of relief washed over her. She sat down next to Raven and let out a deep breath. Hey girl, what's going on? Raven asked, looking up from her book. Bridget shook her head, tears pricked at the corner of her eyes. Y'all, not her crying. Sipp, cause what the... Anywho, it's me and Brian again. We got into a fight. And now we're not going to make the dinner tonight. Raven's expression turned sympathetic. What happened? Bridget felt the lump form in her throat. It's just the same old thing. Shantae always seems to know when we have plans to do something because she throws the baby off on him. I feel like I'm never going to be a priority in his life. Raven put her hand on Bridget's arm. I understand why you're frustrated, but you have to remember that is his child and his responsibility. Pause. Sipp. She right. Raven is right. She is absolutely right. She's saying some shit now. He can't just ignore his duty as a father. Bridget's voice rose in frustration. Y'all, not her finna get mad. The motherfucking truth hurt. Now the motherfucker finna get mad. I know that, but I was here first. Raven's expression turned stern. That's not how it works, Bridget. Just because you was here first doesn't mean you automatically get priority. And honestly, that's pretty selfish of the way you thinking right now. Bridget's face flushed with anger. I'm not being selfish. I just want what's fair. I was here first. I should come first. She crossed her arms. Her eyes blinked with determination. Raven sighed, shaking her head. Life doesn't work that way, Bridget. Brian has a child now. And that changed things. You can't just expect him to drop everything for you like he used to. Sipp. And you need to understand that. As she began to suck, her lower lip jutted out in a pout. I do understand that, she said. But what about my feelings? What about what I want? Don't I deserve to be prioritized too? Raven's voice was firm but gentle. Of course you do, Bridget. But you're not the only one in this relationship. Brian has to balance his love for you with his responsibilities as a father. And sometimes that means putting his child first. You need to learn to share him, Bridget, and not make it all about you all the time. Sipp. Baby, Raven is speaking real facts right now. She definitely went to the right friend. For real, she definitely went to the right friend. The words stung and Bridget knew Raven was right. But it was hard to accept. She felt like she was losing Brian, like he was slipping away from her. She couldn't do anything to stop it. Bridget's shoulder slumped in defeat and her head hung low in shame. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to blow up like that. I'm just so mad. I love that boy so much. Raven's expression softened, her voice filled with understanding. Well, stop making it hard for him, Bridget. You're going to run him off if you keep making him feel like he has to choose between you and his baby. Let me sip on it. Because, y'all, Raven is speaking some real shit right now. She definitely went to the right person. I swear to God she did. Damn, that's a real friend, y'all. Damn. Bridget nodded, tears streaming down her face. You're right. I went overboard. He deserves an apology for sure. I promise. I don't want him feeling that way. Raven arms opened wide and she welcomed Bridget into a warm hug. Exactly. So be his peace right now. Shantae is already a headache. Bridget's voice was muffled against Raven's shoulder. I love you. Thanks so much. Raven stroked her hair, holding her close. I love you too, girl. Now go make things right with Brian. Bridget finished her conversation with Raven at the park, feeling a mix of emotions. She took a deep breath, gathered her thoughts, and began her drive home. At the same time, Brian lounged on the couch, reveling in his rare day off. He was engaged in an intense basketball game, cheering on his favorite team. The TV screen was filled with the sights and sounds of the game, and Brian was completely absorbed. Suddenly, the doorbell rang, shattering the calmness of the moment. Lord, who at the door, Lord? Look, y'all, I'm almost done. I told y'all. And get what? We ain't even halfway through chapter 1. I'm almost done with a cook. That's why I say, y'all. Let me keep reading. Brian got upset, not wanting to be disturbed. He hesitated for a moment, hoping the visitor would go away. Y'all, not him just sitting there and somebody knocking at that goddamn door and he ain't trying to go to that motherfucker. I feel you, though. Let me step on that. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. But the doorbell rang again. This time, more insistent. Brian got up from the couch, muttering under his breath. He made his way to the door, still focused on the game. He opened the door to find Shantae standing on the porch, holding baby Brianna in a diaper bag. Let me stop right there. Shantae is Brian's baby mama. I forgot to mention her name in the beginning, but yeah, Shantae is Brian's baby mama. The one who Bridget feeling some type of way about. But anywho, Brian looked surprised. I wasn't expecting you here so soon. You said later on tonight, right? A look of urgency came on Shantae's face. I know I said I'll drop her off later, but I got some important things to take care of right now. But I can pick her up tomorrow if you need me to. Brian raised an eyebrow. You could have given me a heads up, you know. I might have had something going on. Brian, please, Shantae said, her voice laced with impatience. What do you have going on that's more important than your daughter? Besides, you're off today, so that's perfect. Perfect for you, maybe, Brian replied with a firm tone. But you need to start respecting my time, too. I have things to do as well. Oh, like what? Shantae said, her eyes rolling. Being on a Bridget ass all day. Ooh, no, she didn't, y'all. No, she didn't say being up on a Bridget ass all day. Oh, Shantae, this all goddamn ready, y'all. Y'all, I'm done my goddamn cook. I know I'm going to need me some more. Let's continue. Brian's expression darkened. Hey, stop with the disrespect. Shantae handed him the baby and the diaper bag, her hand brushing against his crotch as she did so. Y'all, wait a minute. Did she just touch his dick, y'all? Goddamn baby mamas. Lord, I tell y'all the motherfucking truth. Brian's eyes widened in surprise, and he felt a surge of discomfort. He quickly took the baby and the bag, and without a word, he slammed the door shut and walked away from it. He wanted to put distance between himself and Shantae. Unexpected gesture. Okay, girl, drop the baby off and go. You had to touch the man dick before you leave. Yeah. Seconds later, a knock at the door sounded. Lord, y'all, don't tell me she done came back. Don't tell me she done came back, y'all. She done felt the dick. Now she like, oh, Lord, I'm finna come back, give me a little something, something. You feel me? Y'all, let me keep reading. Brian flung open the door, his face twisted in frustration. Damn, he yelled, expecting to see Shantae. Leroy stood in the doorway. Brian's expression softened. Oh, okay, so it was Leroy. Because Brian, baby, he slammed that door like, damn, bitch, what the fuck you want? Damn, leave me the fuck alone. Why the fuck you came back? Oh, Lord. As Leroy entered, Brian closed the door behind him, shutting out the outside world. Leroy collapsed onto the couch. Well, damn. Is everything good with you, homie? Seems like Charlotte didn't put you back on daddy duty, huh? Brian smiled. Yeah, I guess you could say that. But hey, at least I get to spend time with my favorite little girl. He looked down at Brianna, who was gazing up at him with big brown eyes. He leaned down and planted a soft kiss on her forehead. Hey there, baby girl. How's your day going? Brianna giggled, reaching for Brian's face. He laughed and gently placed her in her playpen, surrounded by soft toys. Here you go, little one. Playtime. Brian took a seat next to the playpen, watching Brianna giggle and play with her toys. He turned to Leroy and asked, so what's up? What brings you by? Just dropping by to see if you and Bridget was coming to dinner tonight. But I see that might not be happening, Leroy giggled. Brian signed. Yeah, I really wanted to make it, but Shantae needed me to get Brianna. But I told Bridget she can still go, but she didn't want to. Duh, the fuck? Leroy raised an eyebrow. Where's Bridget then? Brian shrugged. Man, I don't know. We got into an argument earlier about the whole dinner thing. She feels like I'm always canceling plans, but it's not that simple. I have to tend to my daughter, you know. Leroy nodded. Yeah, I get it. Family do come first. Maybe next time? Brian said, yeah, hopefully. I just wish she would understand and stop looking over what's important. I want to be there for her, but I just can't leave Brianna hanging. I told Bridget she doesn't have to miss dinner because of me. Leroy laughed. Well, Brian, you know our women. They stubborn as fuck. They not going anywhere without us. Right, he said something then. Because how the fuck would we want to go to dinner without our men? Come on now. Brian laughed, shaking his head. Yeah, I guess you're right. I just wish she could see it from my perspective for once. Leroy patted him on the back. Don't worry, she'll come around. Just make sure to make it up to her. Maybe plan a special night for the two of you. That'll smooth things over. Brian's eyes lit up. That sounds good for real. I might just have to do that. Thanks, man. Leroy stood up. No problem. Just as Leroy stood up to leave, the door opened. Bridget walked in. Hey, Leroy. Leroy spoke to them both. Well, I'm going to head out and get some rest before tonight. I'll catch up with y'all soon. You two enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bridget closed the door behind him. Brian picked up Brianna, who was starting to doze off, and carried her to the bed. Bridget followed him to the bedroom and sat down on the edge of the bed. Brian gently laid Brianna down and patted her back until she drifted off to sleep. The room was quiet for a moment, the only sound being Brianna's soft breathing. Brianna's eyes casted downwards. I'm sorry, y'all. Bridget's eyes casted downwards. So where you been? Brian sat next to her, his voice soft. Baby, listen. I'm sorry for whatever I did to get you upset earlier. But she cut him off, her voice filled with remorse. Baby, no. I'm the one who's sorry. I was so wrong for even comparing myself to your daughter. It's just things have changed so much since you became a father. Sometimes I just miss how things used to be. Brian's expression was understanding and reassuring. Being a father doesn't change how I feel about you. We're going to stop right there, y'all. Because guess what? It's getting good and you got to come to Sip and Read with Misha to finish the rest.